Hey folks, Quillythene here, and welcome back to some more Stellaris. You remember the last episode I said, oh, maybe I'll just forward for a bit until something interesting happens? Not a lot of time was passed between me saying that and something happening. I just got a pop-up. Now, unfortunately, I ended up, when trying to set up for the recording and things again, I accidentally dismissed the pop-up. But the message was just something about a power surge being detected somewhere in the galaxy, and then the button to dismiss is just like, I don't know, we'll just stay out of it. It's probably fine, right? Something like that. Now, I believe that is, in fact, the indicator that an endgame crisis has started. And in fact, if we zoom in way over here, there's a fleet of aliens that we are unaware of, that we don't know about over here. Extra-dimensional portal has been built here. There's some red aliens, some gamma aliens in here. We don't have anything that shows up in the log there, and conveniently or inconveniently, this is showing up in an area we don't have access to. Because honestly, it's entirely possible that our fleets could just show up and bop the crap out of this. No idea whatsoever, but we can't get there right now. The other thing is, right now we do kind of have a bit of an election. We can see democracy at work here. I have gone and proposed to make myself a permanent member of the council. I then, as the lone member of the council, declared this to be an emergency declaration. This was before the crisis started. It would make so much more sense if it did, but we're like, that was the case. Everyone voted no. We voted yes, therefore we're going to win. Democracy. Oh, I love it. Yeah, there's some shit going on over here, which we can't really get involved with right now. I've managed the sectors a fair bit. What I did is oh, there we go. Unbidden. Anywhere that the planets are basically full, I have population controls on there. There's a few others that aren't. And then I went manually queued up a bunch of buildings and stuff that are going to be useful. But yes, the unbidden are here. The source of this massive power surge we detected earlier has been identified. It comes from some kind of a gigantic subspace tear in the Kavzak system. Fleets of strange spacecraft are pouring out of this dimensional portal, and early reports speak of indiscriminate attacks against everyone coming into contact with them. We have intercepted a powerful signal being sent from the arriving fleet to somewhere on the other side of the portal. It sounds like a hunting call. This is a threat to all sapient life. So we have points of interest. Dimensional artifacts.
Updated.
Hello, Unbidden. Feeding ground reach. Prey bountiful. At long last, we shall feast. What are these things? So there you go. It's now been colorized. So their fleet. Okay, that is a 200,000 strength, like, primary armada, and 86,000 for the others.
Technology discovered.
We actually would be potentially okay, but I have to admit that's a little scarier than I thought. I thought we were just going to roll over them completely, and that is definitely not the case. We're kind of good on everything. I keep grabbing the leader lifespan. What's funny at this point is we're researching the plus 5 years of lifespan in well under 5 years. So, like, is this what immortality looks like? No, not so much. We do have a gateway here. That might be... Oh, no, that's not even the closest one. This is so far from us. Which, again, sometimes might feel okay, but I'm worried it's going to give them a bit of a chance to spread. Now, there will be new resolutions. There we go. There we go. Focus the Unbidden. Oh.
Construction complete.
Oh, so while this vote is... Okay, so I can only propose one thing at a time. But I guess once the vote is going on, it's no longer proposed. So this is all empires will open borders to one another and mobilize for war. I can't emergency method it because I did the other one. Hopefully this will happen quickly.
Technology
so that
discovered.
I can go and actually save your bacon. Kinetic weapon attack. We are definitely going to want to focus on anything that's militaristic. Can I get info on these guys' ships? If I just pick one of these... Oh, yeah. So, sonic shields, they just count as shields. Matter disintegrators. So, are all their ships like this? If this is their battleship, their battleships are bad against shields and only have shields. Okay. So we need to redesign our vessels here. I mean, the Juggernaut actually has really no real control because there's no options for that. This does bonus shield damage, so we want more physical stuff as much as possible. The strike crafts are just going to be that. Lasers are bad against shield. What we may want to do is replace you all with Gauss cannons then. I mean, unless there's something I'm missing, and I hope there's not. You are increasing weapon range, which is fine. You've got, I mean, I guess the hull versus the armor doesn't matter. The armor gives us more hit points. These guys don't have armor-piercing weapons. They do bonus damage against both armor and hull. So all we really want to do is try to get more shields. What I might do is maybe I'll replace a fire control with an advanced reactor booster. There we go. That gets us maybe a little closer. So it gets an extra shield module, which is being boosted by shield capacitors, which, I mean, we could also consider running instead. Actually, I mean, I could replace the targeting with another shield capacitor, which seems like it might be the thing to do. I mean, this is only the big, fine gantry for building ships, the BFG here. So we'll just override that. That's going to be okay. Ion cannons, you're going to switch... Oh, we only have the perdition beams. Right, I mean, it's an ion cannon, so that makes sense. Defense platforms... Let's make sure to give you long-range weapons, actually. Yeah, paired long-range weapons is going to be fine. Neutron launchers actually do poorly against shields. I mean, because, yeah, it's just another source of energy. So, we really need to... There we go. Kinetic artillery is what we're going to work with. We have these decoders for tracking. That's true. Okay, well, let's go to the defenses first. These are all capped out, right? Yes, okay. As many shields as we can fit and still have energy, which this puts us -10, which is a little awkward. We may have to just go with this, because the 10 is actually kind of difficult to work with. But we can throw down a couple of shield capacitors, and that works out okay for me. So our defense platforms are really just going to be single-shot, long-range kind of things, which I think is all right. Our Titan over here, we've got no choice in the T weapon to put the perdition beams. We're going to switch away from these, though, and we're going to go with kinetic artillery instead. And energy, we actually do have a little bit of extra energy, so we'll put on another hyper shield, and I'm going to replace one of these auxiliary fires with a shield capacitor, or two, or all of them, right, because they do cost energy. Decoders, tracking a chance to hit, and this one here is evasion. Well, evasion, because it's like a 20% boost in what we had, it's still not very significant. It's actually at +5, so this is just better than the other one. Alright, we'll throw one of those on there. That's going to be okay. Replacing the trebuchet. The ballista does have the giga cannon, which is good against shields, and then these others are all going to be replaced with kinetic artillery. Now, these weapons aren't going to be terribly good at hitting small things, so our corvettes are still going to be very, very important. Okay, we'll put this back over here. And so the question is, do we double shield capacitor? Or maybe what we do is we do split and add you a little something like this for accuracy. It could be... There might be something else I could do. I could put maybe a smaller shield. I don't know. That's going to be okay. Let's do that. Now, our corvettes, you're definitely going to be needed to hit some small things. I don't think we need the artillery. I mean, they're matter disintegrators. They just sound like beams. The art looks like it might be sending out little things, but it's just an energy weapon. It's just an energy weapon. Sorry, ship designer. So yeah, I think we're going to be fine. We will use small slot weapons, and we're just going to use, for you, you're going to use the auto cannons, which are really high tracking. You'll definitely win in a lot of the dogfights. So the afterburners, the speed is good. 10% evasion is nice, but we can actually get 20 evasion over here. Although, hold on. We're already capped on our evasion. We're at 90% evasion anyway. So we don't need any of that. It might still be nice to have speed, but we might want accuracy. We might... I don't know. Unless I just give you a power booster so you can have an extra shield system. Can we get there? Oh, yeah, quite a bit. Although, I think... No, that's still fine. Pure shields... The swarm is going to be okay. Yeah, you still get tons of evasion from this. Yeah, that's okay. So, we're going to queue up upgrades for all of our fleets. Let's, before we go and get engaged and forget that we don't have an admiral. I don't know, you. We'll go and assign you that. You can be upgraded. I can't assign you an admiral, which is fine. You've got an admiral, go ahead and upgrade. You've got an admiral, do this. I mean, they're upgrading in the same locations, so the actual finishing the upgrade job might take a little bit, but it's not the end of the world. And then, yeah, all you guys, come over here, upgrade all you. build the rest of the defense platforms, please. Upgrade all you. Some of these use different amounts of slots. Actually, the item kind's not very useful. Right, never mind. Max you out, upgrade. Upgrade. Why does it think it can't build these? Oh, because it doesn't know that the difference between the build and the upgrade when it's counting some of these numbers, maybe. Okay. Here, throw that in. It's going to be fine. Something like that. That's the shipyards. And then you over here. Build more defense platforms. Can't shift click that. I keep trying, and it doesn't go. But basically, anywhere I had some defense platforms, we're going to assume we're going to want all the defense platforms. Okay, so we still can't reach these guys. We're going to have to wait for some votes to finish. We've got a lot of upgraded crew.
Ships upgraded.
Actually, I should replace the anchorages with those. These ship upgrade commands are mostly our little defense platforms, so we're going to get that spammed a whole bunch, because it's got to let us know for every single one of them. There you go. Singin, see, this is what you get for not being my friend this whole time.
Upgraded.
You see that? This is what you get. You're going to get smacked around.
Ships upgraded. So
as long as they don't multiply too badly. Oof. So yeah, that Central Armada defending
Ships
this.
Upgraded.
Well, I guess that's their station there, which we can blow up. And I'm assuming they're going to take planets and things. I don't know. I don't know if I've dealt with the Unbidden before. Usually, I end my games before the end-game crisis, because, you know, we kind of won, like we have sort of this time. We don't have a ton of extra energy. I don't remember if I'm running my capacity overload. Yes, I am. Okay, and we're going negative. It's just got to be maintenance, which is fine. Let's run this for decrease the ship upkeep, which I just realized is a thing. I'll run this because it seems safe. Ship build speed, home territory fire rate. I'm going to run this. We could run all of them, really. Ah, they've decided to open the borders to me over here, which is interesting. It's not enough, because I'm assuming these guys haven't closed border with me. Hang on. No, you don't. Okay, just stay there, though. Still want to complete the upgrades, but that is good to know. This guy's upgraded, and is helping with upgrading more. That's true, too. Multiple at a time, which is really nice. So we have a lot of overload here. There you go. Open borders, open borders. Yes! So they know better. Don't even have to pass new law. We'll get there, I promise. We just got to finish some upgrades. Oh, swept through space. Ooh, some moats over here, which are already being mined. That's lovely. I don't remember if we have a relic to help boost our military. There might be. Do we may actually have one for... I mean, I don't have the pop-up right now, but doesn't one of these giving me more capacity? No, I might be thinking of a different game. All right, never mind then. Hello, Shroud.
Discovered.
Could use some... Oh, just attempt to penetrate the shield. Amply warned, tried to invade, now we bring ruin to yours. You're going to spawn a bad guy? Okay.
Construction complete.
Oh yeah, one of the other species is developing psionic powers. That's fine. So we'll just send one of our fleets out here. I know that interrupts your upgrade process. That's going to be okay. Energy weapon attack speed. We're deprioritizing energy weapons. I guess we'll boost our shields, that's for sure. We need more of the kinetic ones to pop up. There you go, Surveyor. Do your thing again. Which is over here, and is some alloys that we can, in fact, mine. And so we probably should. So yeah, you'll go and take care of that. That'll be pretty quick, and then you can go back and queue up some more upgrades again. And actually, we'll probably send you to a different starbase. It's not going to be there, although I could replace one of these maybe with a shipyard, just to say. Capacity overload just expired. Let's do that. And what's the other one that just expired? Oh, diplomatic grants, which, yeah, sure. I'll keep that running as well for our voting situation. Speaking of, have we ended diplomacy yet? Democracy yet? Not yet. Needs another year and a half for this to finish. Okay. Oh, it's just a really long start of month processing. Okay. I thought the game had crashed. Done. Alright. Go and find a place to upgrade. I think you're going back to the over here, which is fine.
Technology discovered.
Some more upgrades are finishing, which is good. Some of the upgrades happen pretty quickly, which is still nice. I guess we'll take some army stats, because I think some of these, I think they do land on some of the planets. I don't actually know yet.
Ships upgraded.
Boom, 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 boom. Still some work happening. Okay, that's fine.
Ships upgraded.
Yeah, I don't know if they take over planets. I don't know if they've had a chance to take one over yet. They certainly take over systems.
Ships upgraded. Ships upgraded.
Go, go, go. Yeah, yeah. Many ships upgrading. Mm-hmm.
Construction complete.
Then over here. Right, so we're getting its defense platforms while upgrading the ships at the same time. Oh yeah, these statics is, yeah, that's fine. Okay. I mean, they're pretty substantial upgrades. We're changing a lot of components.
Ships upgraded.
It's a race against the unbidden here. I do actually potentially have enough to just start a whole other fleet. It's not like I don't have the resources to consider it. I think it's worth doing. New fleet. Terminal egress station assigned to base. If you can have a Titan. Huh? Oh, no, I don't think we can. So, just battleships and corvettes. Yeah, I was going to say, that's not going to work out. There, 20. And then a bunch of these. And start building. It's only going to take us half our resources as well. Jeez. And I guess can't assign some to a fleet if the fleet doesn't exist yet. I guess that makes sense and is fair.
Ships upgraded.
You still have tons of stuff in your queue as well. That's all working out.
Upgraded.
Could have lowered some of the defenses. Could replace the anchorages here.
Ships upgraded.
Actually, that's right. I did that. If I shift click and shift click, we can put the new shipyards up the top. It might come into play for this upgrade cycle, but even if it don't, it'll grab the next one. So if I tell you to go back, you will go here, which is perfect and what we want. And then we're going to recruit. Wow, none of these help with anything.
Technology
there, just try to live longer. I don't know. Didn't even check the ages, so it might not have been ideal. Kinetic weapon attack speed. Yep, we need our kinetic weapon boosters. Really, we would like maximum science to be in our engineering now, which is not the case, and that's too bad. Oh, it's another start of month. Yeah, ever since the Unbidden showed up, the processing times are going crazy. But I mean, that's okay. It should be a pretty galactic shattering event. Our fleet strengths are going up with these tech changes for some reason as well. Like, just the raw numbers have increased, I think. No, maybe it's just some, you know, the modifiers. It might just be that. Although I did boost their shield and put in the shield capacitors as well. Maybe the two things added together are coming out to stuff. So this fleet's ready at 180k. Some of these others should be ready-ish soon. Yeah, you're just moving to the terminal egress system, which is fine. That's what we want. Everyone will rendezvous over there.
Ships upgraded.
How you doing? Fine. 2 fleets done upgrading. You're at 0%. You haven't started yet. This one here, 64. 65. Wow, that's not very fast, but it's probably upgrading big ones. Well, it's working on the Titan right now, so that is going to be a thing, certainly. Army damage. There's some army health. Permanent council seat is done. So we are Feeney there. We have nothing proposed.
Ships upgraded.
Well, the focus the Unbidden. I can't emergency measures it, unfortunately. We're going to repeal that. Sure. Unless I remove it to change the order of things. Upgraded. I don't know. Rising unemployment in Rural Prime. I don't know. Or in Rural Prime 2 specifically. I don't know how much I care. Yeah, you're sort of funny.
Ships upgraded.
And I don't have any migration control, so I can't move some people around. I could have left the one on for maybe for the robots, but that's okay. Surveyor acted. Adding some
Ships
extra stuff there,
upgraded.
which is still fine. And developed and groovy.
Ships upgraded.
So many spams on this. Although, again, these little things here is for each defense platform.
Ships
Which, in my opinion,
upgraded.
probably shouldn't have any pop-up whatsoever. So it's not terribly interesting
Ships
or
upgraded.
useful. You're done. You're still not progressing. This one's getting
Ships
close to done.
upgraded. Ships upgraded.
But you do have all 4 shipyards, plus we still have the Juggernaut here to help out. So this should be happening fairly rapidly. Now, I was going to say, what's interesting here... oh, no, never mind. I thought we may have had the, like, the anchorage
Ships
thingy.
upgraded.
Would it let you still have it? Would it trash it automatically if you have no more of the anchorages?
Ships
I actually don't know.
upgraded.
I just don't want... I want to make sure that it wasn't
upgraded.
sitting there being redundant.
Ships
Shield
upgraded.
hit points. We want more shields, because they're using beam weapons, which are bad against shields. How's it come along? 94. And then one more fleet to do after this one. But we're still waiting for this one to be constructed too. Which is hopefully, you know, offloading the construction many other places at the same time. But we will start moving them out pretty quickly. 99? 100? I guess it must round up. It must have been like 99.6 or something, so it's rounding up the display. Alright, one fleet done. Army health coming in. Yeah, we'll get a little more of that. So you're progressing. It's still going to take a little while. You're still using this queue? Yep. And it's all upgrades, and this queue as well is still being used? No. So you're only upgrading at the Juggernaut. I think the main station would actually have more, but I guess it's fine. The other thing I can do while the other ships are being built, I can move all my fleets over to, like, you know, closer to the front. They can still upgrade at the Juggernaut. I'd have to restart the job, but it would work. I don't know. It's probably fine to stay there. But yeah, if I go... If I told you to halt and attempt to upgrade again...
Technology discovered.
Are you doing it at the Juggernaut? No. No, they're doing it at the station, which is better because it's faster because it's got the 4. Okay. Unless I missed something. More of that. More refugees. Yeah, they're fleeing from the Saigon Empire. Yeah, that's the ones that's being absolutely obliterated by the Unbidden. Alright, it's going to take a while, but it's going to be worth. Unless I've misread the whole thing, which is entirely 100% possible. But let's verify one more time. We'll look at a ship. They are... show me the tooltip. Oh, it's the month start again, so they're saving. Yep, they do bad damage against shields. I've loaded my ships with as many shields as I can. They also only use shields to defend. So, I mean, unless they've got some other crazy shit going on. Yeah, so if we're doing bonus shield damage, that should be really good, and that's what we're focusing on. Alright. Hey, come along here. 31%. Okay, and the Titan's now being done. I mean, I could consider going before they're all done, but I want the Titan finished. At the very least. I wonder if the Juggernaut moves as fast as everyone else. As far as I know, it's got the same engines. It can jump. It can do all those things. The Lawful. The Bright. I think our Corvettes have all been updated. A few more coming in here. Actually, why are you weirdly stalled out at 100%? I don't know, actually. And you're still waiting for all your ships anyway. Senate is now in session. That's to repeal this, because of course that's more important than focusing the Unbidden, I mean. But I couldn't emergency measure it, so... We're going to do this. We'll take all the time to discuss it. I don't know. We'll balance out the health and the damage. Resources are fine. We got lots of that. We are going down on rare crystals temporarily. Not by much, but I think, yeah, it's just our ships require a few for upkeep, which is fine. The other thing we have to remember is that we do, in fact, have some boutons we can hit to give ourselves some boost to combat. And we're probably, yeah, see, shield boost, fuel. We're going to hit a lot of these. We have tons in storage. What I might want to do, just to make sure, is I might want to buy more crystals, because we actually aren't sitting on a ton of them.
Ships
So,
upgraded.
a few more in the pack, plus, you know, more per turn would be okay. We could tweak our production, but I think we're going to be fine. Everyone is done, so if we grab all these, you're still waiting for a few ships to arrive, but I'm going to be okay with moving out. I'm going to grab the transports as well. So, if we want to go here, there's a gateway. We want to hop to this gateway immediately. Oh, wow, that is a big fleet. That is the primary fleet, but securing this gateway for us is actually hugely important. So, let's call this 400k. We're going to be coming in with about 400k, which is those. So, we should be 2.5 times larger than they are. I'll even throw in the Juggernaut. Yeah, that's fine. The transport fleet, well, no one's going to be targeting those, so that's going to be okay. I think they may have been heading... No, they're just parked here. What's the time we're at? Well, you know what? This is a great time for us to put in a cut. Cliffhanger. We are about to engage the Unbidden over here. Look at their ships. Oh my god. Are they just made out of energy? Is that their deal? I mean, I guess that's kind of what their that explains a lot. And that explains what their diplomatic graphics look like as well. All right, yes, big epic cut right over here. Next episode, we're going to fight the Unbidden. Folks, thanks for watching. I'm going to see you guys next time. Bye-bye.